I've been feeling so down, yeah. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why I'm down, yeah? No friends of mine around, yeah. Now I'm thinking I might have caught the June blues, yeah. I wanna drown myself inside the juice, yeah. You know I keep on running.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. First video of 2020. I hope you guys had a great Christmas and New Year's. So in this video we are currently in Shan State. We're going on an overnight trip to Inle Lake, so I'm super excited because I've never been to Shan State. So we have taken a flight and it is now about 9 AM and then we will explore around Taunggyi area and then make our way to Inle Lake and stay the night by the lake and go on like a river cruise in the morning. So I'm super excited to show you guys this experience as well as the experience of myself because I've never been here before and I've heard so many awesome things about it, and it's just a beautiful state from what I've heard. So let's go and see what Shan State has to offer. I'm super excited. We are at Heho Market, which is like a 15-minute drive from Heho Airport. The person who's touring us around gave us this recommendation, so he brought us here. It's really awesome. It's huge and it's got all this local produce, food, and also like just general goods like kitchen stuff. You know, the market that has everything. So every knick-knack that you need in food. It's really awesome. I highly recommend you guys coming here if you arrive. I think it's open only like 5 days of the week. I'm not sure the other days, but I know Saturday and Sunday is definitely open. So maybe Monday's closed, but you can have a look and ask some people. So we've just arrived at Taunggyi, which is this noodle shop that we were recommended by one of our local friends who is actually from Taunggyi. So I'm super excited to try it. It's really local and we're just trying to sort through this fully Burmese menu now. It's really nice. So flavoursome and it's warm. It's like minced pork and shrimp and a bit of vegetables. It's a little bit spicy. Really nice. So we got this pork sausage. I think it's a pork sausage. What is it? What is
pork rice sausage.
Pork. Okay, and then we've got these noodles, which is a flour noodle, and then it's got pork balls and char siu, and then this is a rice noodle with pork balls and pork. So we've got the flour noodle here, and this is the rice noodle. We've got ayenot. The flavour is really nice, like really clean, but has so much depth. The produce is really good, so it's got peanuts and it's really nice. So we just finished eating at Taunggyi and it was so good. Really like authentic noodles and a lot of like wintry Shan food, like pork and like pork jelly. It was really interesting. So I would highly recommend going if you're in Taunggyi because I think the flavour is really, really nice and it's a really good place. So check it out. I'll leave like a little link in the description box below. We've finished roaming around the Taunggyi market area and now we're just going to go and relax for a bit to see at this place called the Upper House. It's supposed to be a cafe and like fashion style place. It was recommended by our friend from Shan State, so we'll go check it out and see if we can get some beverages and relax. So it's lunchtime. We got recommended 2 places to go to that are like kind of the backyard of somebody's house, and they just cook really good local food, but it just depends if they want to open up, but they weren't open unfortunately. So the driver has brought us this really local place, but everything's in Burmese or Shan language, so we can't read it, so we're just trying to get a friend to translate the menu and then to order for us on the phone. So we've got our first dish. I think it's a papaya salad. Smells good. I have no idea what this is. I think it's vegetables and something steamed. I know that's very common at Shan food, but we cannot read the menu and our driver cannot explain it to us in English, so that will have to do. So we just finished eating at that restaurant, which was very local and just all local food. It was interesting. I can't say I loved the dishes. I think it's kind of food that you would grow up with and really enjoy. But I think the flavors were just like very new, and some of like the textures and different things were very specific to when you grow up with it and you're used to it. So it was good to try though. I really enjoyed that experience of trying it, but my lips are under fire. So now we're heading to the hotel, so heading to Inle Lake. So see ya soon. So we just arrived at our hotel, so we're staying at the Sofitel at Inle Lake, which is very lush and really lovely, and the view is stunning, but let's check out the room first.
Sunday morning, waking up with you. We got no plans, we got nothing to do. You tell me you love me, I go start the coffee. Sunday morning, easy love with you. Okay, okay, okay. I'm your sunshine mixed with a little hurricane. White hot angel with a daredevil's brain. This feeling I just can't fight.
It's just out on the balcony. It's super lovely. It's just 2 sunbeds, and I found something awesome. Look what they have. They have a heart-shaped grass patch island. It's so cute. Good morning, it's day 2 in Inle Lake. We've woken up to a beautiful, beautiful landscape. The sun is shining. We woke up at about 7 this morning and went to eat breakfast. It was really beautiful. And now we're gonna head out on a boat tour. So we're going on a half-day boat tour. So this is the half-day boat trip agenda, and these are the sites you see. So I think it's pretty much dictated by us and like what we want to see and how long for, so it should probably take maybe like 4 or 5 hours, and then we have to fly home at about 5 o'clock. So let's go and head onto the river. I'm super excited. Down to the boat jetties now, and we catch these boats like this. Yay! And we go along the lake. Thank you. Guys, you all set? We're on the boat! Ah. driving down on the boat all these, like, this little neighborhood. It's a town with all these houses that just sit above the lake. It's amazing. It's like you're going down like a normal suburban street that just instead of road, it's water. They have power lines, and it's like you know, it's like you live on the street with all your friends. It's like very normal. I really like it. It's so beautiful. So we are just stopping here at the Lotus Silk and Weaving Factory. So we're going to check out some lotus, how they make fabric out of lotus, and they also make cotton, fabric and silk. So it'll be really interesting and cool. I've never seen it before. We're here at the long neck stitch, and these ladies have quite long necks. It's interesting. So we have finished our Inle Lake day trip. It was really fun, and I highly recommend it for anybody, especially foreigners. If you're deciding between Bagan and Inle Lake, I don't know, but Bagan is like a really good once in a lifetime experience, but Inle Lake I think is really good if you have the time to fit in both. It depends what you really like. Bagan is a lot more flat and needs pagodas and temples and stupas, whereas Inle Lake is very big and vast and it's mountainous, and you'll see a lot more of like people's daily lives here. Like, you have the opportunity anyway, but if you can get to both, highly recommend it. I think the flights here were only, well, they were pretty expensive as per usual, so it was $200 US per person return, but it's always going to be that price for foreigners. It's always a bit expensive even if you book it ahead. And then the accommodation, I think it really varies depending on where you want to stay. We stayed at the Sofitel. I think it was only $180 US a night, but do take into account you need to like figure out your transport, so you need to pay maybe for a driver or get a cab, and then also like doing the boat tour. You can either do it through a hotel or you can do it through a travel agency, and the prices will just differ. I think ours was about $30 US for a whole half day, so that's pretty good considering we had like 3 people. I think it goes up to like 5 people anyway. So yeah, definitely a worthwhile trip. Had a lot of fun. I think it's incredibly unique. I think you'll never really understand how beautiful it is until you come here, so definitely come and experience it. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.